Competition is Nestor, TJ, me. Like, competition is real good. Every day is competitive. Every day you trying to outplay the other DB, which is making us all better at the end of the day.
We haven't seen a ton of Nestor, some special teams like that. What's he like as a corner?
He's a great player. Coach kind of joke around and say remind him of Riley, how he move on the field. But he's a great player, scrappy, can make plays, good ball, good tracking with the ball, and he's a great player.
What was your reaction to Jamari coming back, and what does he bring to this team?
He bring a lot of knowledge, bring competitiveness. He uplift his teammates. So we ready. We really excited for him to come back.
You surprised that he came back?
Not really. I mean, I wasn't really trying to guess and see who was coming back and who not, because at the end of the day, whoever come back, and if you don't, we still got to be ready and prepared the same. So.
Can you talk about playing like faster? I guess just like what do you mean by that? Can you
My eyes, just play recognition, just having a feel for the game, a better feel for the game, and just seeing things quicker,
How much does that help in this spring when you got pretty much everybody except Cooper back?
The chemistry, we all can trust each other to do our job. So when you not worried about somebody else gonna do their job or not, you got that same trust that you have for yourself. Then you just play a lot faster and more confident.
What do you feel like you guys as a secondary are capable of this season?
We're capable of big things. Every year it's a new team, so we can't really pay attention to what we did last year. We got to go above and beyond. So
I think in the spring you guys always have a little competition with turnovers and who's creating them and who's doing that. Where are you at on that list so far?
We got a new system this year, but who's winning? Maybe like Nestor. Maybe Nestor or TJ.
Okay.
I can't really tell you because we don't look at it every day, but
It's a healthy competition.
yeah, it's a healthy competition every day.
What was Phil Parker's message to you in the off season about where in what area he wanted to see the most growth?
Yeah, just my eyes, because in our defense, that's a big component to making plays and being in the right position. So really my eyes, because I remember a lot of plays last year. If my eyes was just a little bit better, I would have been a little quicker to the play, probably got a pick or something like that. So really just trying to train my eyes. He said every day, he harp on that.
Are there any plays from last year that I guess stick out in that regard? Maybe you went back and watched some films.
Definitely Iowa State. I feel like I could have got a pick that game, which I didn't. So I definitely look back at that. And Illinois, I had one in my hands and the receiver kind of yanked my arm away. But yeah, just got to be better,
What have you seen from the offense this spring?
I've been seeing a lot of motions, a lot of competitiveness, a lot of deep balls, a lot of double moves, stuff like that, just to keep us disciplined.
Any wide receivers who are really standing out to you in spring so far?
It's competition all across the board because the two deep receivers that come in and still take you down, take you deep, so you can't take it lightly on any of them. Yeah, our whole receiver room have been doing good this spring.
You mentioned that turnover competition. Any big plays from defensive backs you've seen so far this spring?
One that come to my mind instantly, Kale Caleri, he made a great play in cover 2, and it was just a great play. I feel like the most memorable play so far.
Can you kind of describe that play to us? What'd you see?
We was in cover 2. He was playing over the top. Quarterback threw it up high. He jumped up real high for it, caught it. You just heard the sound of the ball hitting his gloves, and he stayed in bounds. It was nice. It was a great play.
In what ways does the geometry that Phil tries to instill upon you guys? I mean, if the ball's on the far hash and you're over here, you're at this spot every single time, unless the receiver goes in motion, then you move. I mean, how much of that is mentally taxing to you, and how far are you from being to the point where you instantly recognize it and you can get to it?
So as when you first get here, he harp on divider rules and leverage and stuff like that. So at this point, I feel like my divider rules and my leverage is just secondhand nature. As I'm getting the play, I'm already lining up where I'm gonna be lined up. Depending on where the receiver is, then I maybe adjust a little bit outside or a little bit inside. But yeah, so as soon as the play over with, I'm already getting to my divider. for the next play. So that's something that I don't even got to think about. So.
Okay. And I'm sure reading quarterback, that's something that Iowa does so well. How close are you to where you want to be mentally in how you read what the quarterback's going to do?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get better every day at it. You know, we practice it, but I just got to watch film, see how many, just read the 3-step, see if he dropping back deep, you know, just train my eyes, see the receiver out my peripheral. I'm looking at the quarterback, things like that. So I'm just trying to get better every day.